grabbed you. I said, hey! I said, please, how about now? Somebody cannot play with you. Is that how you used to do? Come on. Kindred, my family, friends, and people observing this auditorium video. We got past a particular point and all I heard was whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. All I could feel was, follow me. I had to drop my bags. He dragged me. Today I'm back. Kenoly's back with another YouTube, Arcade Talks TV. Is back with another one. For all my new subscribees, I hope you subscribed. First of all, you know what? Take one moment and subscribe. I will give you time. Have you subscribed? Thanks. Next, my subscribers that have already subscribed, I love you guys. Keep sharing and let's keep the positivity of this channel going. You feel me? So today, I just laughed because it's funny. This story time, let me just bait it out first. This story time is actually about how I went to Niger and I got kidnapped by army man. This army man nearly turned me to plantain and suya. This army man nearly turned me to plantain and beans, and this army man nearly turned me to pounded yam and a goosey eforiro soup. You know that one's there. So it's gonna be funny. You can laugh at my pain because look, that's what the story time was for. But I hope you guys enjoy. Share this video. My last video got a good few likes and a good few views. I want this video to get even more. You feel me? So yeah. Join me as I talk to you about my first experience in Niger. And before I even left the airport, I nearly got kidnapped. Stay tuned. Alright, so it's funny, right? Because the thing that even brought this story time to my head is like a couple of days ago. We were obviously in the living room just chilling. I was with the family and we're talking about this, right? And we're just kind of laughing about how it happened and, you know, obviously just about Nigeria in general and how that, look, we'd love to be there, but obviously because of, you know, the situation, we can't be there. So I just felt like, you know what, the best way to actually communicate this, you know, in my way to people is through a YouTube video. You feel me? Yeah, I just said I'm gonna make it a YouTube video and let's see how it goes. I'm just gonna make it a story time. Let's head right into it. So months before this proposed flight, travel trip, I didn't want to go, right? I just didn't want to go. I was just, you know, young. This was like back in I think this was 2010, 2009. I was about 11, 12, 13. We'll just call it 12, right? So I didn't want to go. I was just a small boy, Irish boy. Not an Irish boy, but like, you know, I was here. I was like, I don't want to go. 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 You feel me? So I really didn't want to go. I just don't know why. It's not because of anything. I just didn't want to go. I just didn't want to go there, you know? Not knowing how great Nigeria actually is. You feel me? So I was that naive kid that didn't want to go. But, you know, everybody else in the family wanted to go, so we had to go. You feel me? So, you know, months following to the trip, I just kept saying I didn't want to go. Weeks coming to the trip, I still didn't want to go. Even days before the trip, I still didn't want to go. We got to the day of the trip and I was still not wanting to go. Like the day before, the night, sorry, because whoever knows, obviously has traveled to Niger from here, there's no direct flight. You have to go from here to Amsterdam to Niger, or you can go another way, but I'm not too sure of that way, so I'm not just going to bait it out if I don't know it. Anyways, it's not a one-way flight. You have to take stops, right? So on the way, or, you know, coming to the day, like preparing to leave the house and stuff, everybody, you know, packing their bags. I had about 30 bags, as if we're leaving for 3 years, or only staying there for like a month or two, or even less, you know. So yeah, that was all being prepared, and I still didn't want to go. Even on the way to the airport, like the Irish airport, Ireland airport, I didn't want to go. I was like, I don't want to go. I don't want to be here. I was all moody. I was all grumpy. You know, I was being such a down. I was a killjoy. I was being a killjoy, you know. I was like, oh, I'm a killjoy. I'm gonna kill Joy and kill you because I don't want to be here anyways, you know. Like I was being a proper killjoy. I was being a moody Margaret, like you feel me. So actually, I'll call it Moody Max because I'm a guy, not a girl. Yeah, Moody Max. I was being a Moody Max, Maximilian. That's better. I was being a Moody Maximilian. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I didn't really want to go. I got in a trackie. I was like, you know what? F my parents. Where would I want to wear? Not knowing Nigeria is an oven, a oven of barbecue. You will barbecue yourself if you wear tracksuits in Nigeria. What happened? Obviously, I was in my trackie because we were in here. Like the weather was right. Like it wasn't cold, it wasn't hot. You know, because we normally wear trackies here. So I wore a trackie. You know, my parents were telling me, "Oh, you don't want to wear that because the minute we get past Amsterdam and we get to like even near Niger, you're gonna feel the heat." I was like, "Go tell that to your cousins, bro. I don't care. I don't want to be here. I don't want to go." I just was being stubborn. I didn't want to hear it. You feel me? I just didn't want to go. You know, and even apart from that, another reason I didn't want to go to Niger is because I had a really high hair back then, like really high. And my parents had always kind of told me that we're going to send you to Niger, we're going to cut your hair. They used to always threaten me with that. Like, I don't know why they thought I was Samson. Samson from the Bible that turned his head and they cut his hair and you lose all his strengths. Like, because my power wasn't in my hair, bro. Like, I just had a lot of hair. It's not my fault that I naturally just have good genes. You feel me? Like, I was vexed and they threatened me for ages. So like, I was thinking this is a ploy. This is a ploy to get me into Niger, cut my hair, send me to boarding school. That was it. I was thinking that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna cut my hair, bring me to Niger. It's a one-way ticket. Me thinking it's a return ticket because I cannot even see my ticket. I don't even have my passport in my hand. My dad is the one giving them the passport and showing them the flight tickets. So I haven't seen anything. All I'm doing is carrying bags. How do I know my clothes here are not coming with me? They're going to stay. They're going to go with my parents back to Niger. I mean, back to Ireland. You know what I'm saying? I just fully thought this was a plot to keep me in Niger, and I just didn't want to go. But then again, apart from that, I just didn't want to go to Niger anyways. You feel me? So we get to Irish airport, hop on the plane, everything is chill, everything is juicy. Aer Lingus, shout out Aer Lingus. We get there now, you know, I'm watching some cartoon on the plane, enjoying my life. I said, this might be that bad a trip, but I still didn't want to be there. Still didn't want to go. We get to Amsterdam, and obviously the time changed and everything. My parents kind of went to lighten up the clothes they were wearing. And I was like, what are these men doing, man? These men are pussies, man. Why are you changing? Nigeria can't be that hot. My dear kindred, my family, friends, and people observing this auditorium video, we got past a particular point in the atmosphere of Nigeria, and all I heard was whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. All I could feel was you know when somebody give you a nice clap, when your mom gives you a nice clap, yeah, and you're hearing that's what I was hearing. I was hearing whoosh, whoosh. I say, what? I say, hey, this kind of is. I said, what's going on? It's kind of getting hot in here. And my parents just looked at me and goes, I said, don't me. I didn't know this. I'm not from here. I know I should have listened. And I was hot. I was like, why am I so hot? I tried to off my jumper. It didn't help. I was in t-shirt and I was still sweating. I said, shy. I said, hey. See me, see what hey. So obviously, I got to Niger now, and it's very hot. Playing rugby to get your bags and whatnot. You are playing rugby, trying to get your bags off that belt. People are pushing you. They want to get that bag because they have to get out because it's hot. Nobody wants to just stand there. You feel me? I saw my dad taking off he had a coat thing on. He was taking off that, unbuttoning his shirt a little bit. I was like, this guy has become Niger. He has now become Nigeria. That's what you're telling me now. So what happened was, we get there now. We've gotten our bags. So obviously, my mom and dad don't really know Niger like they used to when they were there. So we had to wait on our uncle, my dad's older brother. We got there now. Oh my god, my god, my god. Look at you, Canoli. Look at you, Castle. Look at you, Victoria. Ah. Yeah, you got the gist. Everybody happy, 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 happy to see you, blah, blah, blah. Calm. Now, one thing I didn't realize in this Nigerian is that there is a huge difference between Nigerian police and Nigerian army. Nigerian police can talk to you and you can say shut up. Nigerian army, if you say PIM, you will know what that PIM really means. You feel me? So I didn't, like me, a naive boy in Niger, I don't want to be here. Oh my god, it's so hot. Take me back to Ireland. Is here in this big old country, this hot country. I'm carrying about 5 bags on me because now using me as carry go. You know what I'm saying? So anything with me was touch and follow. Once I touch it, you're the one carrying it. Touch and follow. You feel me? Touch that bag, can only carry it. Touch this bag, you carry it. Me, I was trying to form macho man. I wanted to help my parents. I said, oh, let me carry this, not knowing that it's touch and follow. So I had about 5-6 bags on me. So we see police and army. I didn't know the difference, right? So firstly, in Ireland, what I do is normally say good afternoon. Anybody that's Nigerian, you have to prostrate. If you're a woman, you know yourself. I'm not Yoruba, I'm Isham, by the way. So, but we still have to, you know, do the whole good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever. So what I saw first was machine gun. Machine. This is machine gun. I said, hey, where did my parents bring me? So straight away in my head, I was like thinking so many thoughts. I was just there like, I was just thinking so many things, right? So I saw gun, machine gun. So you know, obviously in Nigeria, police, they wear all black and the army, they wear green. I didn't know the difference. I thought police is police. As long as you got that cap and you got the big boots, you're considered police in my eyes. You feel me? That's what I saw from Nollywood, right? But I didn't know the difference. So now, I'm looking at this army man. So obviously we came out the airport now. All the bags, my uncle is there. So there's a little road. Let's say this is the road. This is the road. Like it's a busy road, right? And we're on this side here. So we have to cross this little busy road onto the next road to the car park, right? And this is where the police were or the army man was. I didn't know it was an army man now. So I was walking. Everybody was doing their thing, chatting away. My brother didn't see him, my sister didn't see him, my mom and dad went off. They were like obviously ahead of me. This army man locked eyes with me. He locked eyes with me. I say, hey, see me, see wahala. See me, see wahala. I say, hey, why are you looking at me? What did I do to you now? Do I know you from anywhere? Do you know me? No. I'm walking across, and he locked eyes with me, and I was looking at him because I was so kind of infatuated with this big gun he had on the side. Yeah, I forgot to say good afternoon, sir. And on top of that, I even forgot to say I forgot to do the good afternoon, sir. You feel me? So I was walking past my bag. I was like, bro, this guy got a gun, you know. Is that bullets? Is that real bullets? You know, as a kid, you see something like that you only see on TV, and you like just imagine, is that real? Does it have real bullets? Does it? You know, that kind of way. So I walked through. I didn't greet. So now when I get into the car, all I heard. So what? That's the magazine. All my gun people will know this thing. Magazine. The magazine. Where you put the bullet. Yeah, the bullet. So you put the bullet, where you put the bullet, it went as he was turning around. And then he grabbed my soldier from the back. Bakam. I said, he grabbed my soldier. Chwam. He said, oh boy. I said, whoa. I said, my name isn't oh boy, my name is Cannoli. Okay? Get it right, guys. It's not that difficult. He held my shoulder like this. Fiam. He said, oh boy, come here. And I turned around, obviously, and he was like, then my dad came over because obviously he noticed that, oh, where's Cannoli? He turned around and the army man was grabbed onto my shoulder, you know, and he was like, oh boy, come here. And this guy had a deep voice, black as charcoal. You know them ones? His hand was like this, and I was looking at him like this. So this guy was a giant, you feel me? Big black giant, wearing all green with a gun by his side. So I was shook. So obviously my dad noticed I wasn't there. He turned around, he saw me, obviously with the army man's shoulder on hand on my shoulder, and he came back. Obviously, so my dad changed from the sorry, what happened to half an hour. What happened, sir? What happened? So I was like, you talk like this? Because he never speaks pidgin at home. Do you feel me? So I was like, this guy, he's a cool guy. He speaks pidgin. You hear me? So, and he's like, what happened, sir? What happened? What happened? And then he was like, oh boy, you didn't teach your son how to greet. I was like, he was calling everybody old boy. Like, in my head, I was like, who's old boy? Like, his name is Dad. My name's Cannoli. And stop calling people old boy. Like, who's old boy? Like, old boy? Like, that's not my name. You know? So, that was the first thing I was getting irate at. I was like, can this guy call me my name? Who's old boy? Like, who's old boy? I didn't know Pidgin properly at that time. He didn't teach your son how to greet. He was like, oh, sir, we're new here. Obviously, my dad's explaining to him that, oh, we just got off the plane. We're from abroad, blah, blah, blah. The police, army man, whatever he was not having it. Army was not having it. He said, no. He got very, very, very irate at the fact that I didn't greet him. So obviously, because my parents haven't been to Nigeria in a long, long time, they were kind of like raw what to do. Then my uncle came and kind of not saved the day, but my uncle was talking to him saying, oh sir, he's new, they just got off the plane, I'm actually their brother, I'm from Nigeria, that oh, I'm the one that came to pick them up. The officer wasn't having it. The army man said, no, follow me. I had to drop my bags. He dragged me by the shoulder. This is an experience I will never forget, because number one, first of all, I thought Cannoli is dead. Cannoli don't die with that. Cannoli don't go. He don't go with that. I was seeing God. God was seeing me. God was saying, oh, yeah. Alele. He was saying, come. Me, I was like, this army man, and his hand was so hard and harsh. It was so harsh. Like, he grabbed you. You will know somebody has grabbed you. I said, hey. I said, please. Haba now. Somebody cannot play with you. Is that how you used to do? Come on. I was saying, bro, relax, chill out. Like, don't make me pull out the nine. Like, come on, chill. And the guy dragged me. He said, follow me. And my parents were kind of like shook as well. And me too. I was like, what's going on? If this is a game, yeah, I clearly don't know the formations. This is a 4-3-1. This is a 4-3-1. Please, substitutes. I don't know the game. I don't know the plays. Please, just sub me out. So I will gladly stay on the bench while I see the game and its glorious players, you know, because I wasn't it, you know. So what happened was he dragged me, and the thing is, he didn't even take me inside. What he did is he brought me to where he was standing. So remember, we were crossing a road, right? So we had crossed the road already. I was obviously the slacker at the back, moody Michigan, not wanting to be there. And so when he grabbed me, he brought me back to where he was. So this is the road. He brought me back. He said, knee down. I said, huh? I said, It be like say you don't know who I be. You don't know me? Do you know who I am? Do you know I'm Ogbodu's son? Do you know who you're touching? I was like, what are you doing, bro? So anyway, he said knee down. And you see, in Nige, I was so naive. Naivety. I was playing Ogbodoyibo. I said, I'm not kneeling down. In my head, I was like, I'm not kneeling down. And like, I was looking at him. I was looking at my parents to bail me out. Like, I was like, I'm not kneeling down for this guy. Like, who's this guy? Like, who's this? Am I a prick? Like a mug? You feel me? This guy was saying knee down. I didn't knee down. He kneed me down. He humbled me. He said, if you don't want to knee down, I will knee. You better move or I move you. You move or I move you. So I didn't move. He moved me. You feel me? So I'm on my knees. Somehow I was standing at upright position, and now I'm at bent down kneel position. Okay, gone by his side, tall, black, harsh hands. So now I'm like, okay, I'm beginning to get a bit scared now because I kind of clocked it wasn't a game anymore, and so people are now looking, right? My uncle comes over and tries to plead with the officer, saying, oh, the army man wasn't having it. He said, oh, so what his exact words were, so you want to embarrass me here, Abi? That's what he said. He said, you want to embarrass me. Then he said himself, do you know who I am? That's what the army man said. He said, do you know who I am? And I was like, no, I don't know who you is. Like, I'm just a kid who came from Ireland. I don't want to be here. I don't know. My parents brought me here. I don't want to be here. You feel me? So I was just thinking all these things. Like, I knew I didn't want to be here. Like, something was telling me I shouldn't have came on this trip. But obviously, I couldn't not come on the trip. So anyways, he was saying, do you know who I am? He was getting proper aggressive. He brought me up. He said, stand up. I stood up. Mind you that the bags are by the other side of the road. My mom and my brother and my sister, they're watching this. And so he brought me inside. So he took me to the back, the office, the whatever they call it. He said, sit down there. He took me inside. I was like, rascals. I said, what did I do? I said, come on, me that came from Ireland is now in trouble just because I looked at you. You feel me? But I didn't know all this. Like I didn't know you have to greet. Like in Nigeria, you don't. It doesn't matter if you don't know them. You greet. You greet. It doesn't matter. Especially when they are an authority figure, you have to greet them. You can't look them in the eye and just walk past. But obviously, I'm not from there, so I didn't get it. So they sat me down in the back. My dad had to stay outside. My uncle had to stay outside. Everybody was outside, like outside the place I was. I was in some kind of room now. So they're questioning me. They say, "Where are you from?" These are different officers. Now these ones are police, because these ones were wearing black. Obviously, as time went on, I realized that army is the one that had me in custody, not police. So police are going by. They're like, "Oh boy, what happened to you?" And you know, like when you're in Nigeria, they know who's from there and they know who's not from there. They say this boy na ugbodukenoly. I say, hey, which one is ugbodukenoly? I'm not an ugbodukenoly. I'm my daddy's pikin. I just wanna go home. You know what I'm saying? So they were going by, they were laughing, and I was pissed off. I was like, what's going on? I was hot. I was just hot. Nigeria was just hot. And on top of the fact that I was already kind of sweating, yeah, I was nervous, so I was getting even more sweaty. My hands were getting clammy, and they wouldn't give me no water. I said, what kind of country is this? Not give me any water, no food. They just scare me just because they can't do anyhow. You feel me? So obviously, while all this was happening, obviously I was inside the place. So obviously, while all this was happening, I was inside the place. I was doing my thing. I was just sitting there like, Ross, clot, I'm about to die, bro. I was like saying my last prayers. I was like, Heavenly Father, I come to thee with open arms, humble. I was praying, like I was. My eyes were open like this to see what's going on, because you know, obviously, from watching Nollywood and stuff, I saw crazy stuff happening in Nollywood and police and stuff. So I just had in my head that Kenoli, you're not making it out of here. Today's your day. You have come to spend eternity with Jesus today. So the day was going on. It could have been like an hour to like an hour and a bit. I was in that room, and my mom or my dad and my uncle were trying to talk to them. Turns out, yeah, to bring this story near an end, they wanted money, right? So they had allowed my uncle and my dad in. My dad said, "You okay? I'm good, whatever the case may be." My uncle, and this is something that could have been done outside before this guy did this to me, right? My uncle reached into his pocket, took out like, was it 10K or something like that he had in Naira, something that's considered chips here, like literally chicken change here. And that's all that had to happen. That's all he wanted. He just wanted some pee to make himself happy. So this happened, and I didn't clock that this was Cyrus at the time. This is what we're calling Cyrus now. In there, whatever the case may be, my uncle reached into his pocket, took out some money, gave it to him. The army officer was like, "Oh boy, now this thing I did fine since, and you know bring out." Then he started to smile. This is the first time I saw this army man smile. He said, "Oh boy, now this thing I did fine since. You have them and you know bring out." I said, this was really happening, but at the time I didn't know. I was naive anyway. So stuck his hand into his pocket, gave him money. They kidnapped me for nearly an hour just for 10,000 naira. I said, what? Obviously, following that, you know, not much happened. The trip happened and everything. You know, I had a terrible time in Nigeria for my first time. Mosquitoes attacked me. I had to buy Odomos cream. Odomos. I was rubbing it on my body like it's flipping sunscreen. Because I had bites everywhere of my arm, my chest, like everywhere on my neck, everything. Like they attacked me. And so my parents were saying on the way home, this is the end of the story by the way. On the way home, Dad was saying to me, or my parents were saying to me, that the reason all this probably happened to you, you know, is because you didn't want to come. Nigeria was welcoming you tonight. And I said, is this how Nigeria welcome people? I don't want to come here again at all. If this is how Nigeria are welcoming first year students, I don't want to come again. It's the fact that I still kind of believe my parents, and the fact that they told me that it's because I didn't want to go, that was Nigeria's way of welcoming you. Saying next time you come, you know wham, so don't try to start acting like a big boy. You feel me? So that's my story time about how I got kidnapped in Nigeria. And if my uncle didn't bring that pee, because my mom and dad didn't have any money on them, you feel me? Because they just came. They hadn't not that they hadn't changed anything over to Naira yet, but they just came, so they were looking for a place to change their money to Naira. So my uncle is the only person that had, you know, money on him that day, and I'm only lucky he had that money on him. You feel me? Unless I would have been in that place for I don't know, God knows how long, until they brought money. I wasn't leaving that place. So yeah, Guys, that's my story time. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe if you want more of these story times. Thank you for tuning in. Whoever wants more story times, just comment, like, subscribe, and share this video. Let's get this video to what? My last video was on 700, 600 something views. Let's get this to 800, maybe even 1K views. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.